Yes, lads, welcome back to episode 2, season 2 of the Under-23 Road to Glory. I've been busy in this past week after the first episode was filmed. Yeah, I've been hard at work, rivals. We had a cracking result on the weekend as well, which we'll get into. Buzzing to kickstart episode 2. If you do enjoy the video, lads, please do leave it a like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're completely new to Sorare, there's a link in the description of this video that will get you £50 worth of free credits once you've purchased your first 5 cards from the auctions. Now, before we get into it all, I just want to say I cannot believe the reaction, the response to the first episode. Genuinely, I've never had a video go that crazy before. Like likes wise, comments, lads, it was insane. I'm just so glad that you enjoy the series and are excited as I am to get it back up and running. So yeah, keep that up. Like, we need to keep the comments and likes at a similar pace, because yeah, this Road to Glory could go places, to be fair. So yeah, honestly, like, thank you, from the bottom of my heart, because like I genuinely did not expect the response it got, honestly. So yeah, just to get that out of the way then. So where do we start? Do we start with last week's shenanigans? Yeah, we will. So I uploaded the episode, right? And immediately I had a few people say in the comment section that we were a little bit unsure if our goalkeeper was going to start. So I had to make a last minute trade. I think I did it with one of the bots. Yes, Satonio. I ended up getting this Antonio Dakovic in, who plays in the Croatian league. He's in season, like, he's in the condom wrapper and stuff, but I'm not using him in season, of course. He's under 23, as it kind of says here. And this was the trade, that happened. I got rid of the Mexicado. I gave him £1, and I got in this Antonio Dakovic. This was obviously before the game week started, so I was able to play him in my lineup, because yeah, I did not want to go into the game week with potentially a goalkeeper that, weren't going to start. And those rumors kind of only started after a few comments I got on last week's episode. So yeah, going into episode 1, I genuinely thought Mexicado was going to start. That was kind of the rumors during preseason, but that happens, right? Like, goalkeepers, don't start when they're kind of supposed to, and that's you got to figure all that out during the start of the season. And yeah, sometimes you just get on the wrong end of things. So yeah, I had to do it. There was one up for sale. I got it done with the bot, and yeah, threw him into a lineup, and lads, immediately paid dividends. I mean, we hit the lower threshold, 24.87 points over it. Unbelievable start, because he actually played on Friday. So Dakovic played on Friday. I think he plays for, is it Sibanek? I don't know if you pronounce the name. He's had 2 clean sheets in 2 games. Obviously, I've only benefited from one of those. But yeah, 83.5 points. Some really good AA game as well as the clean sheet. So absolutely buzzing with that. Brian Reynolds with a goal. They ended up winning the game 4-3, and he got taken off. This is wrong. I'm pretty sure he got taken off before they conceded like the second and third goal. And so yeah, his score stayed relatively high. 84.7 is insane. Adson, I mean, wasn't great. We kind of got our captaincy wrong, which happens. Goodman wasn't great for Derby, if I'm being honest. 5AA, they got battered by Blackburn away from home, first game of the championship. And Camille Negli only played 20 minutes, unfortunately. I think this is a little bit messed up, actually, because Sorare's new rules now with the subs situation, that a sub comes on at 35. Last week, like in the game week we're looking at here, that didn't happen. So Negli did come off the bench, and it says he got 1.7 AA, which is correct. But he did not score. He wouldn't have scored 36.7. He would have scored 26.7, because the new sub rule, which has gone from subs now get 35 points from coming off the bench rather than 25, only comes into effect this weekend now, game week 502, when the Premier League's back and stuff. So yeah, I mean, we set out to hit the threshold. It was the last ever threshold we were able to hit. £1.56 in the bag. I mean, we'll take it, right? We spent £1 on, or we traded Mexicado plus £1 away. So we're effectively 56 pence up in the total balance right now, which I updated earlier. And so yeah, I mean, 57 pence will do us. It's better than a kick in the teeth. And it just kind of, I mean, what's that? 5% of effectively what we've spent so far, in one game week. If we're going off the 57 pence, if we're going off the £1.57, then it's obviously considerably higher as a percentage. So yeah, buzzing with that. We've obviously traded our goalkeeper away. We've brought in a new goalkeeper this game week, so we can get rid of that. And yeah, objective complete as far as Sorare Pro goes. Now, Sorare rivals, on the other hand, I will pop up on the screen now all the things that we managed to do in this week. So, I was busy. I was really busy on rivals this weekend, or this past week, sorry. We are now in Division 5, so we got promoted. Now, here we go. I figured it out. So, matches on the top left here. So, yeah, we were in Division 6, and I lost my last game, actually, of Division 6. But before that, we went on, 4-win streak. We lost in the Ajax game. We won in a Bundesliga 2 game. We won a couple of MLS games as well. Leagues Cup, sorry. And yeah, managed to get promoted. I've put on the screen all the bits that we've ended up winning. Lots of tickets. Thankfully, decent amount of essence, lads. We're on 10 essence. We're halfway to crafting our first card after the first week, which I think's a result. With all the reward boxes that we won through rivals, that was how I literally accumulated all 10 of those essence. It was through the daily challenges plus the 3-win streak. I think in my box from Division 6 to 5, like when I got promoted, which should have been on paper my best box, I ended up winning some tickets. So we're back at 83 tickets. We're in a good position. We still have a bucket load of tickets to use over this next few days, when games start kicking off again. But yeah, that's all the business we've got up to. I was actually just looking before recording. Brian Reynolds, there is a JPL, a Jupiler League competition or special weekly going on actually this weekend, game week 502. And I know he's had 2 really good scores actually back to back, so that is something to do with it as well. But lads, he's selling for like nearly £3. I paid 77 pence for him. So I'm honestly really tempted to put him up for sale. And I'm going to see what the old card's going for. Oh, someone literally bought one a minute ago, which is crazy. Yeah, his floor is like £2.50. I think I'm going to have to put him up for sale for that. Honestly, I don't even think I'm not planning to use him this weekend. I think Danilo Vega is going to take that defender, position for me this weekend. So I'm going to list him. I'm going to put him up for £2.50. And if anyone fancies him for this weekend special weekly, they can come and grab him. That's some decent profit, which I'm happy to take if we can sell him for £2.50 odd, after buying him for 77 pence. So it's never a bad thing to sell into demand, especially if you're not going to use him that game week. I think that's kind of the perfect situation there. As far as how our players scored outside of the 5 that won us the threshold, Danilo Vega, I thought he was going to start, but I had my doubts. I obviously opted not to play him. Lads, he's proven to be, it's only 1 game in, so very small sample size, but that is a 32 AA away to Braga, no clean sheet. I'm excited about this one. I'm just looking out, his price has gone up as well. We paid 84 pence for him. He's at £2 as well. So yeah, I think people are waking up to hit his SO5 potential. I think he won something like 8 out of 9 duels. See if we can figure it out here. So duels won 8 and he lost 1. So net positive of 7 duels, which is monstrous from right back against a good team as well. Like he's playing against Braga, who are a top 4 or 5 side in Portugal. So I'm really happy with that. Our problem right now is forward options. I'm hearing Camille Negli isn't fully fit right now, which is not ideal, seeing as though he is our only forward option. With the money that we end up getting for Brian Reynolds, if he sells, I am potentially going to look into the forward market, because I can't go into a game with a player that we kind of know is going to be benched. That's kind of what has come out so far. Hopefully he starts this weekend, but we'll have to wait and see. So let's go into the lineup builder then and start cooking up what we're gonna do for this weekend. This is the first weekend as well. The multi-entry is live in under 23. Finally, we've been waiting so long for this, although we can only play 1 lineup there right now. And of course, you can play down scarcity, so I'm only going to show you guys the limited galleries. We are in Division 4. We've been placed in Division 4, which I think's fair. Like, we don't have that many cards, do we, at the end of the day? And yeah, I'm interested to see where you guys have been placed for under 23. I'm sure there'll be a bucket load of you placed in higher divisions. But if we go over to Sorare itself and just have a look at, what Division 4 looks like, what can we win, basically? What's the best case scenario here? Let's go down to under 23. So here we go. Division 4, classic. Of course, under 23 is classic only. And we're going to just have a little look at, participant-wise, what we're looking at. So there's just under 1,000 players in Division 4 right now. The main prize is a Tier 1, which, we would take, of course. You've got some massive players in there. Rodrigo Caicedo, Calafiori, Ryan Flamingo, Kobe Mainu, Ardegula, Garnacho at the top. Would not turn down any of those cards. And then, of course, you can win boxes as well. So 2-star boxes, the highest you can win in Division 4. And those include either a level up or card essence, which again we would take if we could win that 10x essence. We could craft a card immediately, basically, because we'd be on 20 essence. So yeah, how many cards do they give out? They give out 200 cards. So right now, that is going to grow. We're filming this on Thursday. Deadline's tomorrow. That's going to grow to over 1,000 for sure. So it doesn't seem like a terrible, player to prize ratio. We're not in Division 5, which there is more participants actually in Division 5. Division 3, what was that? Oh, wow, 2,200 already. That is jam-packed. 2,600 almost in Division 2, and just under 1,000 there. So what's that? 3-5. We've got, what's that? 5-5, 5-7, 6-6, 7-6. Nearly 8,000 participants so far across the 5 divisions in under 23. I expect that to grow as well considerably. Probably maybe double. We might see nearly 15,000 limited under 23 lineup. This weekend, I think, with multi-entry. So that's fun. We kind of know what we can win. So our only goalkeeper option is, of course, Dakovic, and they are away to Dynamo Zagreb, which is the toughest fixture that you could ask for in the Croatian league. So yeah, I can't expect the world from him this weekend, unfortunately. If he can keep, he's probably not going to keep a clean sheet, but if he can keep it under 3 goals, then I would, gladly take that all day long. Like I mentioned, if I am going to sell Brian Reynolds, Danilo Vega is going to have to be my right back and my defender for this game week. They're at home to Famalicão, who actually beat Benfica on the weekend. So again, not an easy game, but I do fancy him to score relatively well there, and I'm quite happy to play him. Camille Negli, like I said, he is our only forward option for now, so he will have to go in away to 20. But if we do sell Brian Reynolds after this video's gone live, I will try and upgrade him to somebody that I'm a bit more confident in starting with the £3 budget that we have. So yeah, annoyed that I can't show you that in this video because we've literally just put him up for sale. But of course, you'll get to see that in episode 3. And then we're left with our 2 midfielder options that should play. Obviously, Goodman at home to Middlesbrough, not an easy game for Derby. And Adson is away. So yeah, I'm not in love with the midfielder options that we have as far as fixtures go. I believe in them as players. But yeah, I don't think it's not the best lineup we could ever put out, right? We kind of know that if our forward isn't fully fit, chances are he's not going to start, which means, yeah, he's going to come off the bench at best. If he can get a decisive, which is, that would be nice, but away to 20, I am not holding my breath. I'm happy with the defender choice, but it's just one of those weeks, I think, it looks like, where our players don't have the best of matchups, and that is going to happen when you have, a very limited amount of players in your gallery. That is just part and parcel of having a smaller gallery, being a beginner, and you can work your way into having, a lot more options and a lot more cards to choose from where you can play the matchups at that point. So we'll just input our lineup into Sorare, so it's locked and loaded. And like I said, if Reynolds does sell, we will, I will go into the market and see what we can, exchange. Well, we'll keep Negli, but I'm going to, try and bring in somebody else that, is kind of in to start this weekend. I usually do that. I'll kind of show you, if you are on Sorare data yourselves, I will show you how I do that. And I basically toggle the game week to the game week you want. So 502, you go to pick scores, we go to under 23, and we can just filter by forwards. And these are on paper, the best forwards. We'll change that to limited, of course. And these are, on paper, the best forwards the money could buy, ranked by Sorare data this weekend. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like a, if you don't have a star membership, then I don't think you can do this, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, Yamal's at the top, Saka's up there, Fatawu, Tua Kavin, Haaland. Look, the usual suspects, right? But we're not shopping in that type of realm and price point, unfortunately. We're more in this £4 range, and even then it's still a stretch for us. So yeah, you can bring it down to cost, so like you can bring their L15s down, so it might filter out some of the more premium cards, and we're kind of left with some of these. Dion Bello, I'm actually quite familiar with him, but again, £7 for him is a little bit too much. So yeah, I'm sure we'll find somebody that can kind of come in for Negli if Reynolds sells, of course. But yeah, no, I'm excited to bring someone in if that's the case, and yeah, have a real good go at under 23 this weekend. I will be playing rivals as well where I can, so yeah, hopefully I can end this weekend with, before winning, or hopefully winning any reward boxes in U23, which would be on Tuesday when you're seeing the next episode. Hopefully I can win some essence through rivals this weekend and maybe craft our first card. That would be nice. That would be a nice little touch for episode 2. So yeah, I'm buzzing for it. I'm really excited for the weekend. Let me know what your under-23 lineups are looking like. Let me know if you're putting out multiple. I'm sure a load of you are, which, yeah, I'm excited for you guys. Hopefully we can get to that stage with the Road to Glory. Hope you've enjoyed the video, lads. Leave a like if you did, and I shall see you guys in episode 3.